Ethical lenders are renowned for offering small loans in the hundreds to individuals, but they also loan millions of pounds to small businesses.
It'd be nice to move those pots, those little ones.
Yeah.
At a garden centre in Devon, there's a bit of a buzz in the air.
Make a bit of an impression, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Owner Sue and her husband Andy are getting ready for a big day.
You sure you don't want a shower, dear?
I'm sure I don't want a shower.
She bought the garden shop in Collerton 4 years ago after borrowing £9,500 from a not-for-profit business lender. Today, the loan company's top man is coming to talk through her application.
A little bit nervous. The future kind of hangs on it, really. So it's quite important.
Sue's asked him for more money. She has an ambitious expansion plan, which involves renovating an old barn.
We're like this close now. And if they come back again and say, yes, you can have some more money, it's like the icing on the cake with the cherry and the sprinkles as well. It's just everything.
Sue didn't always have an outdoor job. She spent 17 years working as a school administrator. But one day, a letter arrived at home, which changed her life.
I am a lady of a certain age. I had got home from work one night, and there was that letter from the Department for Work and Pensions, which said, you can't retire until you're 66. And I was quite a long way off being 66. Don't get me wrong, I did love my job, and I loved the children. But I'd been in it a long time, and I'd seen the differences in education over that period, and it just wasn't something that I was feeling that committed to. I'd got to that stage of my life where I knew I needed a new challenge.
Then, by chance, Andy spotted the local garden centre was up for sale and thought it might be the break Sue needed.
When I made the suggestion, she thought I'd lost it completely.
But there were lots of good reasons to give it a go.
So Bonariensis is the tall one, and it has quite small flowers on the top. I've always loved gardens, plants, gardening.
Sue's eldest daughter was doing horticulture. Her youngest daughter was going to be doing catering. So the combination with the shop, the plants and the cafe just seemed to work perfectly.
Sue decided with family backing, it was an opportunity she couldn't resist.
Gradually, I thought that maybe it would work because, you know, everybody would have something to do. My children were looking for work, and they bring extra skills that maybe I wouldn't have. So, yeah, I wrote a business plan.
Making it a family affair has proved crucial. It's Sue's venture, but Andy is always close at hand.
So Andy's been hugely important in the whole process. I couldn't have done any of this without him. He turns my crude, silly drawings into usable things.
I've never known anybody work so hard. She works at least 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I'm behind her all the way.
Having family involved in the business, it makes me work harder. You're a role model. If you work hard and they see the product of hard work as being success, then that makes them want to succeed as well, I think.
Enthusiasm is one thing. Raising the money she needed was another matter.
But the first bank I went to, the business manager,
didn't even read it.
wouldn't open the business plan and laughed at me. It made me much more determined, because I'm like a terrier with a rat when I get onto something.
Then they heard about a not-for-profit finance organisation called Fredericks. They specialise in helping companies who might otherwise be refused loans. And they said, yes.
So when the money came through, I was just over the moon, and I was on the phone to everybody. I've got the money, I've got the money. It's really happening.
When I got the call from Sue, I was absolutely delighted. But I knew then we were going to have an awful lot of work to do.
Since taking over the garden centre, Sue and Andy have revamped the gift shop and opened a cafe. And now they employ 10 staff. The business has grown beyond their wildest expectations. But Sue is not stopping there. She has her eyes on an expansion plan.
And the final piece of the jigsaw now is a refurbishment of my barn, which is an amazing structure, fabulous space inside. We're going to convert into 2 craft units and retain one end for storage. Loads of work, dear.
Thank you, Dad.
Sue's asking the loan company for a further £16,000 for the work. And today, their founder is calling in to talk over the application.
We can't convert the barn without raising the money through a loan.
I wouldn't say it's the whole future, but it's a big part of it.
There's a lot riding on this.
Today's quite exciting for me because I'm coming down and seeing, after 3 years, a business that's really blooming. I think that's an appropriate word for a garden shop. And we're looking at another opportunity to grow the business, make it a bigger, more successful business for the proprietor.
We're creating more possibilities for employment. We're giving people a reason to stay in Colleton, to grow the economy of the town. That's what's exciting, really. Hello.
Sue. How
Hello,
are you?
you must be Paul.
I am indeed.
Thank
I am
you.
indeed.
So, and this is my...
Your humble. It's
Emporium.
fantastic.
Humble.
It's fantastic.
Shall I show you around?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
How big is it?
It's all of this down to the bottom there, down to the...
What, about 40
toilet.
yards long?
Yeah.
So one of the key things I would say is if you can do as much pre-marketing as possible, because what you don't want to do is having the expenditure, having to repay loans. You want to have the revenue coming in at the same time. Right, so there's the interior.
Yeah. All this.
Right.
Beams, these are all original. Some of it goes back to the 1700s.
Does it? Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful.
It's not just a renovation project. Sue wants to help others starting up in business by offering low-cost rents. But will that go down well with the loan company?
I was given an opportunity to do this
Yeah,
by you.
yeah.
And I want to
Give others a
give
chance.
other people the opportunity to do what their dream is.
Fantastic. And you know what? You'll live longer as a result. Latest research shows.
Yes. He's so lovely. And that's given me confidence to really push forward and try and get this thing done now.
So what did Paul make of it all?
This ticks all the boxes. She's been repaying, she's shown she can run the business. So initially, this looks good, but there can be things that come out at panels, a bit like going to trial. Things emerge that could throw us off course. So I can't make any guarantees that this is in the bag.
Sue's hopes of expanding the business lie with Fredericks Loan Panel, who will be meeting to discuss her application in a few days. In Devon, garden centre owner Sue is waiting to hear if she'll get a loan to finance her expansion plans. But all has not gone well. The terms of her lease won't allow Sue to convert the barn into the craft units she had planned.
Unfortunately, that kind of fell through, so I had to sit down rather quickly and rethink. It took me a couple of sleepless nights thinking about what we could do. Good company.
Instead, she's decided to expand the most lucrative part of the business, the cafe.
Got a pretty good handle on what areas of the business are performing well, which is why we're going to extend the cafe, because that's really outperforming everything at the moment. Watch this space.
Shrewd businesswoman Sue has found a silver lining in a looming storm cloud.
It will mean that we can make the business bigger and better and create new jobs. But I'm still full of butterflies.
But it does up the stakes for the loan decision. The finance company, Fredericks, are meeting to discuss her application, and they have some tough questions about Sue's change of plan.
It's all a bit scary. Because it's important, and I'm passionate about this place. It's going like that. Hello, garden shop.
Hello, Sue. We have a few questions for you.
Right.
We're not 100% certain of exactly what it is that you are now trying to do.
If we get the funding and I can create another 16 covers for the cafe.
Nurseries and garden centres are really the in place to go and have a cup of coffee and a chat and You do seem to have a steely determination there, Sue.
Well, I'm passionate about what I do.
That comes through. That comes through. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay. Bye, bye. Crikey, I don't know. Time for a cup of coffee, I think.
It's a nerve-wracking time for Sue as she waits for the final decision.
I'm not so sure how much extra turnover she'll generate from this. She will generate some, but I think it will make her business easier to run.
What encourages me about it is those 16 more covers in the cafe. I think that's going to give her much more of a boost.
Hello, Garden Shop.
Hello, Sue. We are delighted to say that you got a unanimous vote. All three of us have voted to give you the loan.
No! Thank you.
You're happy about that.
Thank you so much. You have no idea what this means.
Thank you very much for all your time. I'm very pleased we have made you so happy.
Yeah, well done, Sue.
Oh. Sorry. I am going to cry. It's just the most brilliant news. This is so exciting.
It's great news to share with the rest of the team.
Do you know what? I'm still a little bit, pinching myself to see if it's real. I can't quite believe it yet. I think I need a night to sleep on that one. But amazing.
This lady has a tremendous attitude to debt and good history of paying off debts. She's employing, at the moment, 10 people that wouldn't have jobs if we hadn't given her the first loan. And this additional loan is now going to let her employ somebody else. And her attitude to purchasing locally will also help the local economy.
Again, I'd like to look at starting work towards the end of September with a view to opening new showroom by Christmas. Yeah, this is my life. I've really worked hard at this, and it's really, really important. Very good day, one of the best, if not the best.